As life comes to an end, most of us tend to look back on our past actions and either appreciate them or regret them. That is something I will likely do when I'm nearing death one day, and that is something the main character of this film goes through in the film I'm reviewing today. Because, my friends, this is Samurai X Reflection, aka Rurouni Kenshin Seisōhen in Japan. Because they couldn't simply just title it Rurouni Kenshin Reflection or something. That would be simple! But I'm not gonna go into a fucking fit over that shit again. Reflection is an OVA released in 2001 that serves as a non-canon sequel to the Rurouni Kenshin anime series that aired in 1996. I say non-canon because the manga that the anime was based on had ended in 1999, and the ending with the Kenshin manga doesn't match the ending of Reflection, but I digress. One other thing of note about Reflection is that it wasn't written by the creator of Kenshin. No, instead it was written by Reiko Yoshida, known for being a script supervisor for 2018's Violet Evergarden, as well as doing the screenplay for a silent voice. Yeah, I'm gonna pretend that I didn't see that credit and just move on. Oh, and for those who didn't know about this, the creator of Kenshin got caught last year with possession of child pornography. Yeah, so I'm reviewing a movie about reflections that serves as a sequel to a series written by a guy who jerked it to people under the age of 18. Yeah, this is gonna end fucking well. Speaking of ending well, most of the story is a summary of the anime series sped up with final arc of the manga, and then their life after said final arc. Joyous! A summary movie! I love those oh so much if you recall my review of the Clannad movie! And yes, I know why they're made, to make money off an existing product for those who never saw Kenshin but don't have the time to watch the full series, and I also know that the flashbacks are because of the title, but that doesn't mean I have to like the way the pacing of the story is handled, and this is no exception. A lot of the arcs in the manga were pretty long, specifically the Kyoto arc, so a lot of stuff had to be skimmed over in order to tell this fusion of a summary movie and new plot about Kenshin and Kaoru's remaining years they call a story. So, okay, the pacing's a bit messed up because it's a summary movie. How is the original plot, you might be asking? Well, that plot is also quick/messy in terms of pacing, because a lot of stuff is skimmed over as well to move into their next scene. We get a quick scene of them getting engaged, then a still from their marriage, then their kid, and a quick montage of the antics before Kenshin becomes a wanderer again, he randomly gets a disease that's slowly killing him, etc. As a result, certain moments that should come off as emotional or touching feel less impactful because there's barely much time given to it, since this film has to combine this original plot with a summary of the original series. One example of this being, well, spoiler alert, Kenshin's death. Since the scenes of his disease and the effects it has on him are short in this movie, it made his death come off as not as emotional as it should be. Instead of me getting sad over the death of this wanderer who found love in the end, I was more like, well, shit, that happened. Maybe if this film took more time with its characters, especially Kenshin, I might have cared more about his death, but since it tried to rush through the original series and tell an original story as well, the end result is a character death that I should care about, not leaving as much of an impact as I feel it should. Speaking of impact, can I just say that the Jinshu arc retelling in this movie is really stupid both plot-wise and character-wise? At the end of the Kyoto arc, Megumi tells Kaoru to become stronger due to Kenshin's condition, and yet what happens in this arc? She acts exactly the same as in the Kyoto arc, and when she's kidnapped, she does nothing to beat up/attack a guy whose only strength is that he can destroy one tree. Oh fuck guys, a single tree! This puts him on galaxy level now! Seriously, this is the villain of the arc? Are you fucking kidding me? You know, I really hope he's better in the manga, because otherwise, the creator of Kenshin really dropped the ball, going from a manslayer to a guy who destroyed a tree and is pissy that his sister died in Kenshin's arms. Speaking of pissy, holy hell is this film overdramatic in tone. Pretty much everyone in the film is depressed or angsty throughout most of it, and it makes me roll my eyes at how much it tries so hard to be taken seriously. Christ, even the Kyoto arc, despite how dark that was at points, was able to take a break and have some fun now and again. I'm not even saying that a movie about death should be all happy sunshines and shit. No, most of this film is the opposite extreme. Dark, moody, and depressing. I'm not asking for one extreme to be replaced by another extreme. All I'm asking for is an attempt at balance, and this film doesn't even have that. Sure, even if it had lighter moments, it wouldn't fix, say, the pacing issues, but at least it would improve one problem with this film. This darker tone also has an effect on the art style, and by that I mean it looks a lot more lifeless than the anime. It's darker, more depressing, and all that shit, and I'm sorry, but if you were to ask me which art style I prefer the one in the anime because it looks more colorful, even during the Kyoto arc when things got really fucking dark.
This is way too goddamn dark for my liking.
Alright, so are the characters of this movie any good? They're okay at best. Honestly, despite cutting out a bunch of characters from the series, the few characters it does have aren't really all that interesting in terms of personalities and growth because, again, the pacing is very fast. They certainly exist, but that's all I can really say about it. Then again, I can't act surprised that a film that mostly summarizes the anime plot is flat or okay characters at this point because I've seen it plenty of times by now. Doesn't mean I can't complain about it though, because the character element is still a part of the film after all. Is there a fucking positive? Oh wait, yes! Yes there is! The music. Yeah, the music is really well done in this film, and it was able to keep my interest longer than the movie itself tried to do. Hell, the individual who produced the music also produced music for later anime like Gurren Lagann, Soul Eater, and Black Butler, if that's worth anything. But yeah, overall, Reflection was not that great of a movie, and I don't recommend it to either fans of Kenshin or even people who never saw Kenshin. Seriously, for those who've never seen Kenshin, just watch the anime. This is not worth it, honestly. Hell, as I said in the beginning, this movie isn't even canon, so nothing is lost if you honestly skip this movie and just read the manga instead. So basically, I just admitting to wasting my time watching this. Fuck. Whatever. Next time, I'll be covering a series that'll be celebrating its 15th anniversary this year, Sonic X. Oh boy. Until then, I'm David Grimm, and thanks for watching.